This morning, we're delving into a crucial issue affecting the picturesque Driftless region, spanning southeastern Minnesota and northeast Iowa. Water, often seen as the lifeblood of this area's natural beauty, is now under threat, potentially impacting the health of those who call it home. Recent reports highlight rising concerns about the pollutants in the water supply, prompting environmental advocates to take action. Join me as I explore the implications and efforts to safeguard the region's water quality and public health. Here in southeast Minnesota and northeast Iowa's Driftless region, water is everything. It's the artist, it's brush, the trout streams I'm standing in, and its canvas, the limestone bluffs and karst geology that you see behind me. But this special and beautiful area is also under threat, and it might just be the water you're drinking too. It's a scary thought, but could the water you're drinking be impacting your health? A recent report from the Iowa Cancer Registry shows the state with the second highest and fastest rising rate of cancer in the United States.
Cancer, birth defects, so there are some long-term concerns about people drinking nitrate contaminated water over their lifetime.
That's Michael Schmidt, an attorney with the Iowa Environmental Council. His group, amongst 12 others, have filed a petition to the Environmental Protection Agency over rising pollution, and in particular nitrate in ground and drinking water. Levels of nitrate above 10 parts per million are deemed unsafe by the EPA.
It's 15% of wells that are exceeding that 10 parts per million level. There are some that are even above 20 parts per million. So there are some that are significantly above the EPA's drinking water standard for public water supplies.
The petition focuses particularly on worsening water quality in northeast Iowa's Driftless region. Thanks to its karst geology, the limestone bedrock here is porous to water, and therefore all the pollutants that come with it too.
We're asking EPA to step in and force changes in the state to clean up Iowa's groundwater in the karst region, because we have lots of private wells and some public water supplies that are being contaminated by nitrate.
In Strawberry Point, Iowa, some public tap water was pushing 10 parts per million until 2019 when the community replaced the well. But widespread rising nitrate levels across the area show that this may only be a temporary fix. And across the greater region, the many folks who rely on their own private wells will be drinking this same polluted water. Rising nitrate is not only a concern for public health, but the environment too. Chris Jones, a retired researcher with the University of Iowa, has recently founded the group Driftless Water Defenders to raise awareness for this exact point.
The goal of the new group is to advocate, educate, and litigate to protect water quality in the natural environment in Iowa's portion of the Driftless.
The petition to the EPA cites recent studies showing that around 80% of this contamination can be traced to agricultural fertilizers. In a state where the main industry is agriculture, Jones believes it is important to give a voice to the environment.
It's very important for us as citizens to try to protect what is left. We know that agriculture will, they'll take it all if they can, and so if we want to try to maintain, parks and natural areas in our state, look, we have to fight for it.
Jones's group has issued a letter in support of the petition to the EPA. So with all this support, what is next? Alicia Vasto, the water program director with the IEC, says their effort is based on a successful petition to the EPA last year across the border in Minnesota's portion of the Driftless. So now, all's left to do is just wait.
And seeing the success of the Minnesota petition where they were able to get a response from the EPA, we thought that maybe that could work here as well.
If the petition is successful, it could result in some changes in state policy surrounding fertilizer use and the practice of concentrated animal feeding operations, also known as CAFOs.
And longer term, we hope that there will be support for policy changes that ensure clean water across Iowa, including the Driftless and the rest of the state.
It's evident that action is needed to protect our waterways and public health. Stay informed, stay engaged, and join us as we continue to monitor developments in this ongoing story.